Uh, and okay, I'm live on all three platforms now. That's crazy. That's crazy. Today we are getting into Doki Doki Literature Club. It should be a fun 4 hours. So for anyone watching in the future, I do hope you all enjoy. Let's get this text speed up. We should be good to go. Just fine for right now. Thank you. Thank you for asking. I appreciate it. Now me realizing that I have to it's not audio. I have to speak for myself. Hey. I see an annoying girl running towards me from the distance, waving her arms in the air like she's totally oblivious to any attention she might draw to herself. That girl is Sayori, my neighbor, and my good friend since we were children. You know, the kind of friend you would never see yourself making today, but it just kind of works out because you've known each other for so long. We used to walk to school together on days like this, but starting around high school, she would oversleep more and more frequently, and I would get tired of waiting up. But if she's going to chase after me like this, I almost feel better off running away. However, I just sighed and idled in the front of the crosswalk and let Sayori catch up to me. I'm gonna butcher names here. I'm gonna butcher them all. It's alright, they're gonna be cut up. Okay. I overslept again. Yeah. But I caught you this time. Maybe, but only because I decided to stop and wait for you. Should've ran away then. You said that like you were thinking about ignoring me. I do. Apparently I do every day. I just walk away. That's mean, Pine. Well, if people stare at you for acting weird, then I don't want them to think we're a couple or something. Fine. Well, you did wait for me after all. I guess you don't have it in you to be mean, even if you want to. Whatever you say, Sayori. We cross the street together and make our way to school. As we draw near, the streets become increasingly speckled with other students making their daily routine. By the way, Pine, have you decided on a club to join yet? A club? I told you already I'm really not interested in joining any clubs. I haven't been looking either. That's not true. Wait, what? Did I misread all that? Wait. Can I go back? I feel like... No, scroll wheel doesn't let me go back? Oh, no. Whatever. You told me you would join a club this year. Did I? I'm sure it's possible that I did, in one way or... Wait, in one of our many conversations, where I dismissively go along with whatever she's going on about. Sarah likes to worry a little too much about me when I'm perfectly content just getting by on the average while spending my free time on games and anime. Yeah, that seems like me, okay. I was talking about how I'm worried that you won't learn how to socialize or have any skills for college. Your happiness is really important to me, you know. And I know you're happy now, but I'll die at the thought of you being a NEET in a few years because you're not used to the real world. Oh no. You trust me, right? Don't make me keep worrying about you. Alright. I'll look at a few clubs if it makes you happy. No promises though. Will you at least promise me you'll try a little? Not in the slightest. Yeah, I guess. I'll promise you that. I'm just saying that. I most definitely am. Yay! Why do I let myself get lectured by such a carefree girl? More than that, I'm surprised I even let myself relent to her. I guess seeing her worry so much about me makes me want to ease her mind at least a little bit, even if she does exaggerate everything inside her head. School day is as normal as ever, and it's over before I know it. After I pack up my things, I stare blankly at the wall looking for an ounce of motivation. That's me every day, bro. That's me every day. Clubs. Sayori wants me to check out some clubs. I guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club. Hello? Sayori? Sayori must have come into the classroom while I was spacing out. I looked around and realized that I'm the only one left in the classroom. I thought I'd catch you coming out of the classroom, but I saw you just sitting here and spaced out, so I came in. Honestly, you're even worse than me sometimes. I'm impressed. You don't need to wait up for me if it's going to make you late to your own club. Well, I thought you might need some encouragement, so I thought know what? Well, that you could come join my club? Sayori? Yeah. There's no way I'm going to your club. Meanie. Sarah's vice president of the literature club. Not that I was ever aware that she had any interest in literature. In fact, I'm 99% sure she only did it because she thought it would be fun to help start a new club. Since she was the first one to show interest after the one who proposed the club, she inherited the title vice president. That said, my interest in literature is guaranteed to be even less. Yeah, I'm going to the anime club. Come on, please. Why do you care so much anyway? Well, I kind of told the club yesterday I would bring in a new member. And Natsuki made cupcakes and everything. Hehehe. Don't make promises you can't keep. I can't tell if Sayori is really that much of an airhead or if she's so cunning as to have planned all of this out. I let out a long sigh. Fine. I'll stop by for a cupcake, okay? Yes, let's go. And thus, today marks the day I sold my soul for a cupcake. It must have been a really good damn cupcake. I dejectedly followed Sayori across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit, being generally used for third-year classes and activities. Sayori, full of energy, swipes open the classroom door. Everyone, the new member is here. I told you, don't call me a new member. I glanced around the room. Girl 1 doesn't have a name yet, just Girl 1. This is my contacts. That's what they're labeled as. Girl 1, Girl 2, backup girl, and backup girl 2. That's what their name's gonna be. Welcome to the Literature Club. It's a pleasure to meet you. Sayori always says nice things about you. Seriously? You brought a boy? Way to kill the atmosphere. Ah, fine. What a nice surprise. Welcome to the club. All words escape me in this situation. This club is full of incredibly cute girls. What are you looking at? If you want to say something, say it. Sorry. Natsuki. The girl with the sore attitude, whose name is apparently Natsuki, is one I don't recognize. Her small figure makes me think she's probably a first year. She's also the one who made cupcakes, according to Sayori. You can just ignore her when she gets moody. Sayori says that quietly into my ear, then turns back towards the other girls. Anyways, this is Natsuki, always full of energy. And this is Yuri, the smartest in the club. Don't say things like that. Yuri, who appears comfortably more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with people like Sayori and Natsuki. Well, it's nice to meet you both. And it sounds like you already know Monica, is that right? That's right. It's good to see you again, Pine. Monica smiles sweetly. We do know each other. Well, we rarely talk, but we were in the same class last year. Monica was probably the most popular girl in the class, smart, beautiful, and athletic. Basically completely out of my league. So having her smile at me so genuinely feels a little... You too, Monica. Come sit down, Pine. We made room for you at the table so you can sit next to me or Monica. I'll get the cupcakes. Hey, I made them again. I get them. I'll get them. Bleh. Sorry, I got a little bit too excited. Then how about I make some tea as well? The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. As you already mentioned, it's been widened so that there is one space next to Monica and one space next to Tori. Natsuki and Yuri walk over to the corner of the room where Natsuki grabs a wrap tray and Yuri opens the closet. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Sayori. Natsuki proudly marches back to the table, tray in hand. Okay, are you ready? Ta-da. Oh, wow. Wow. Natsuki lifts up the foil off the tray to reveal a dozen white fluffy cupcakes decorated to look like little cats. I am selling my soul to a cupcake that looks like a cat. Like the Egyptians. I'm down. The whiskers are drawn with icing and little pieces of chocolate, where we used to make ears. So cute. I had no idea you were so good at baking. Oh well, you know. Just hurry and take one. Sayori grabs one, then Monica and I follow. It's delicious. Sayori talks with her mouth full and has already managed to get icing on her face. I turn the cupcake around in my fingers, looking for the best angle to take a bite. Natsuki is quiet. I can't help but notice her sneaking glances in my direction. Is she waiting for me to take a bite? I finally bit down. The icing is sweet and full of flavor. I wonder if she made it herself. This is really good. Thank you, Natsuki. Why are you thanking me? It's not like haven't I heard this somewhere before. Made them for you or something. I thought you technically did, Sayori said. Well, maybe. But not for, you know, you dummy. Alright. I give up Natsuki's weird logic and dismiss the conversation. Yuri returns to the table carrying a tea set. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before setting down the teapot next to the cupcake tray. You keep a whole tea set in this classroom? You know? Just realized that. Don't worry, the teacher gave us permission. Okay. After all, doesn't a hotkey... I'm worried. I'm 20 minutes... No, like 5 minutes in and I'm stuttering. On 3-letter words. Up. Hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book. I guess. Don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri's just trying to impress you. That's not. Insulted, Yuri looks away. I meant that, you know, I believe you. Well, tea and reading might be a pastime for me, but I at least enjoy tea. I'm glad. Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. I don't know what's going on up here with their images. It's kind of like watching anime with subtitles on, and you're only really reading the subtitles. You can't understand what they're saying. So if they're doing anything interesting up here, I don't know. I haven't really looked. Monica raises an eyebrow, then smiles at me. So what made you consider the literature club? I was afraid of this question. Something tells me I shouldn't tell Monica that I was practically dragged here by Sayori. Well, I haven't joined any clubs yet, and Sayori seemed really happy here, so... That's okay, don't be embarrassed. We'll make sure you feel right at home again, okay? Why you gotta just say that, bro? No. Oh no, That's crazy, bro. The spoon god is in the chat. As president of the Literature Club, it's my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone. Monica, I'm surprised. How come you decided to start your own club? You could probably be a board member for any of the major clubs. Weren't you a leader of the debate club last year? Well, you know. To be honest, I can't stand... Wait. What is this? Are those your, like, emojis? I'm multi-streaming to Kick, YouTube, and Twitch. Those three. Ah, okay. Cool. To be honest, I can't stand all the politics around the major clubs. It feels like nothing but arguing in budgets. And does Kick perform well? Like in like what way? Like viewers or like stream performance? Because I just started streaming there, but I wouldn't know. But like I know streams like quality is consistent with Twitch. So I'm trying to figure that out. It feels like nothing but arguing about the budget and how blah blah blah. I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. And if it encourages others to get in literature and then fulfilling that dream, Monica really is a great leader. Yuri also nods in agreement. And I'm surprised there aren't more people in the club yet. It must be hard to start a new club. You could put it that way. Wait, you could put it that way. Not many people are very interested in putting out all the effort to start something brand new. Especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention like literature. Yeah, do more work outside of class. That's wonderful. You have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile. But it makes school events like the festival that much more important. I'm confident that we can all really grow this club before we graduate. Right, everyone? Yeah. We'll do our best. You know it. Everyone's enthusiastically agrees. What? No, this is a horror game. It ain't none of that. It ain't none of that. It's one of the most popular games out there for visual novels. It's gonna take about 4 hours. Don't say this is a hentai game. There might be parts like that. I'm not too sure. Such different girls, all interested in the same goal. Monica must have worked really hard just to find these three. Maybe that's why they were all so delighted by the idea of a new member joining. Though I still don't really know if I can keep up with their level of enthusiasm about literature. So Pine, what kind of things do you like to read? Well, considering how little I read these past few years, I don't really have a good way of answering that. Manga? I mutter quietly to myself, half joking. Manga head suddenly perks up. It looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet. Not much of a reader, I guess. Well, that can change. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Anyways, what about you, Yuri? Well, let's see. Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her finger. My favorites are usually not usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. And telling a good story in such a foreign world is especially equally impressive. Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. She seems so reserved and timid since the moments I walked in, but it's obviously by the way her eyes light up that she finds her comfort in the world of books, not people. Okay. But you know, I like a lot of things. Stories with deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well. Isn't it amazing how a writer can so deliberately take advantage of your own luck of imagination to completely throw you for a loop? Anyways, I've been reading a lot of horror lately. I read a horror book once. I just show you guys something I can relate to at the minimum level. Yeah, once. I read a horror book once. At this rate, Yuri might as well be having a conversation with a rock. Yeah. Really, I wouldn't have expected that, Yuri. For someone as gentle as you. I guess you could say that. But if a story makes me think, or takes me to another world, then I really can't put it down. Surreal horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if not... Wait, if only for a brief moment. I hate horror. I don't like this one already. No. I don't like this one. I don't like this one. This one gets 0 likes from me. 1 star out of 5. You hate it. You hate me. That's my whole thing. Why is that? Well, I see I start over to me for a split sentence. Never mind. That's right. You usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki? What? What gives you that idea? You left a piece of scrap paper behind last club meeting. It looks like you were writing a poem called Don't Say It Out Loud. And give that back. Fine. Your cupcakes. Your poems. Everything you do is just as cute as you are. Yuri straddles up behind Natsuki and puts her hands on her shoulders. I am not cute. Natsuki, you wrote your yes, sometimes. What do you even care? I think that's impressive. Why don't you share them sometime? No. Natsuki averts her eyes. You wouldn't like them. Not a very confident writer yet. I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. You must be willing to open up your reader... What? Bruh, that's wild. That's wild. This one in front of me? She can get the axe, bro. I'm choosing the storyline that leads to her death first. Oh, wait, what the hell's going on? Why is my stream not... Wait, I just realized. Bro, what? What is it? Why was my thing just paused there? Nah, that's crazy. It's stupid. I know that's frustrating. No studying. Okay, whatever. You must be willing to open up your readers, expose your vulnerabilities, and showing even the deepest reaches of your heart. You have writing experience too, Yuri. Maybe it's you. Maybe if you share some of your work, you can set an example and help Natsuki feel comfortable enough to share hers. Oh no, she doesn't want to. I guess it's the same for Yuri. I wanted to read everyone's poems. Well, I'll sit in silence for a moment. Okay, I have an idea, everyone. Natsuki and Yuri look questioningly at Monika. Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. The next time we meet, we'll all share them with each other. I was enjoying you just talking to yourself. You know, I figured. I was talking into the void. At least it wasn't a black screen, but still, I was talking into the void. When the pit of darkness... When you stare into the pit of darkness, it stares back. But apparently, it was just staring at me. That way, everything is even. Everyone is even. Yeah, let's do it. Plus, now that we have a new member, I think it will help us all get a little more comfortable with each other and strengthen the bond of the club. Okay, it's doing stuff. I didn't want to miss the... Alright. Isn't that right, Pine? Monika smiles warmly at me once again. Hold on, there's still one problem. What's that? Now that we're back to the original talk of me joining the club, I bluntly came forth with what's been on my mind the entire time. I never said I would join this club. Tori may have convinced me to stop by, but I never made any decisions. Still have other clubs to look at, and I lost my train of thought. All four girls stare back at me with dejected eyes. Yeah, my social pressure is leaning on my shoulders right now. I'm bound to say yes. But, I'm sorry, I thought, fine. You all... I'm defensive listening at these girls. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this? That is, if writing poems is the price I need to pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful girls? Right. Okay, I've decided then. I'll join the literature club. One by one, the girl's eyes light up. Yes, I'm so happy. Tiara wraps her arms around me, jumping up and down. Will it stream? Stream? Okay. Hey, you really did scare me for a moment. If you really just came for the cupcakes, I would be super pissed. And that makes it official. Welcome to the Literature Club. Okay, thanks, I guess. Okay, everyone. I think with that, we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone remember tonight's assignment? Write a poem to bring to the next meeting so we can all share. Monica looks over at me once more. Fine. I look forward to seeing how you express yourself. Hee hee. Yeah. I can really impress the class, star Monica, with my medical writing skills. I already feel the anxiety welling up inside me. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri and Natsuki clean up their food. Hey, Pine. Since we're already here, do you want to walk home together? That's right, Yuri and I never walk home together anymore because she always stays after schools for clubs. Sure, might as well. Yay! With that, the two of us depart the classroom and make our way home. The whole way, my mind wanders back and forth between the four girls. Tiori, Natsuki, Yuri, and of course, Monica. Well, I'd really be happy spending every day after school in a literature club. Perhaps I have the chance to grow closer to one of these girls. Okay. I already know that's not a choice. Depending... Actually, is it a choice? Will they give me a choice? I only know the shorts on this. You know, we'll see if it's a choice. I know Monica is the main person in this. Alright. I just need to make the most of my circumstances, and I'm sure good fortune will find me. And I guess that starts with writing a poem tonight. It's time to write a poem. Pick words you think your favorite club members would like. Something good might happen with whoever likes your poem. Oh, how nice. She likes the cute stuff. She likes the horror stuff and also adventure stuff. What are these? Marriage? Marriage? Sticky? Oh, bed? Starscape? I think Starscape would be good for her. Why is Monica not on this page? I just realized that. I got 3 here. Let's just go with memories. Oh, we gotta go with the... Actually, wait. Memories. Finally past the manga. Yeah, and making poetry. I probably should have saved here. Can I roll back my... No. It was memories, pure, daydream, wonderful, empty, infinite, sweet, and bound meager, and then and then raindrops, and then prayers, and then depression, and then love, and then suicide, and then fluffy, and then well, I don't know what this is making. And then unstable, and then lust, and then forgive, and then kitty. Oh, I thought that was the last one. Heaven sent. I thought that was the last one. I don't know what this word is. I'll pick it. Hi again, Pine. Glad to see you didn't run away from us. Ha ha ha. Don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but I at least keep my word. Well, I'm back at the Litter Club. Well, the last to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out. Thanks for keeping our promise, Fine. I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you, making you dive headfirst into literature when you're not accustomed to it. Oh, come on. Like he deserves any slack. You already told me you didn't even want to join any of the clubs this year. And last year, too. I don't know if you plan to just come here and hang out or what. But if you don't take us seriously, then you won't see the end of it. Nusky, you certainly have a big mouth for someone who keeps her manga collection in the club room. Yeah, I might have to take a peep at that. What kind of manga collection is it, Natsuki? What is it? What is it? Natsuki finds herself stuck between saying Monica and manga. Manga is literature. Swiftly defeated, Natsuki plops back into her seat. Don't worry, guys. Pine always gives its best. Wait, Pine always gives it his best as long as he's having fun. He helps me busy work without me even asking, like cooking or cleaning my room. How dependable. Sorry, that becomes. Wait. Sure, that becomes your room. Wait, that because your room is so messy, it's distracting. And you almost set your house on fire once. Is that silly? You two are really good friends, aren't you? Might be a little jealous. How come? You and Pine can become good friends too. Tiari? As usual, seems as oblivious to the weird situations she could put me into. Oh, Yuri. Even brought you something today, you know? Wait, Tiori. Me? Not really. Don't be shy. It's really nothing. What is it? Never mind. Tiori made it sound like a big deal when it was really not. What do I do? I'm sorry, Yuri. I wasn't thinking. I guess that means it's up to me to rescue the situation. Hey, don't worry about it. First of all, I wasn't expecting anything in the first place. So any nice gesture from you is a pleasant surprise. It make me happy no matter what. Is that so? Yeah. I won't make it a big deal if you don't want it to be. Alright. Well, here. Yuri reaches into her bag and pulls out a book. I don't want you to feel left out, so I picked out a book that I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, so it should keep your attention, even if you don't usually read. And we could, discuss it if you wanted. How is this girl actually being so cute? So, even picked out a book she thinks I like despite me not reading much. Great, thank you. I'll definitely read this book. What's the book? I enthusiastically take the book. Phew. Well, you can read it at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think. Now that everyone's settled in, I expect Monica to kick off some scheduled activities for the club. But that doesn't seem to be the case. Shiori and Monica are having a cheery conversation in the corner. Shiori's face is already buried in a book. I can't help but notice her intense expression like she was waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki is rummaging around in the closet. Man, it looks like no one wants to be bothered today. I slumped down into the nearest desk. How am I supposed to occupy myself with something literature related by myself like this? I guess I could always read some of the book Yuri gave me, but I'm feeling a little too tired to read. I could probably fall asleep right now. I closed my eyes and ended up listening on Shiori's conversation with Monica. We're probably going to seem really lame compared to all the other clubs though. Well, we can't give up. The festival is our chance to show everyone what the literature is all about. The problem is that the idea of a literature club sounds too dense and intellectual, but it's not like that at all, you know? We just need a way of showing that to everyone. Something that speaks to their creative mind. Brain's fried like a microwave. That doesn't solve the problem though. What do you mean? Even if we come up with the most fun thing ever, no one will come in the first place if it's a literature event. So it's more important to figure out how to get people to show up in the first place, you know? And after they come, we can do the thing to speak to their creative mind. What's this? Tori is talking this really seriously. It's rare to hear her delivery like this. That's a good point. In that case, do you think food will do the trick? What kind? Well, I guess we could... Cupcakes! Good thinking. Natsuki would love to do that. Ah, you're right. Natsuki makes the best cupcakes. That works out perfectly. That wasn't why you suggested it. Cupcakes sweet to my creative tummy. Cupcakes it is then. I'm hungry. Always, we still need to work out the details of the event itself. I find myself smiling. In the end, Shiori is still her usual self. But therein lies the unexpected reason I admire her. Unlike me, who has trouble finding any motivation at all, Shiori can put her mind things and make them come to life. I suppose that's why I end up letting her get on my case about things. I can't help but wonder what it could be like to see the world through her eyes. Why is she so close? I open my eyes to find her face filling my vision. I nearly fall out of my chair. Sorry. Wait. Actually, I'm not sorry at all. It's your fault for sleeping like that. This isn't the napping club. But it could be. It could be. It's a literature club after all. Does our school have a napping club? You're staying up late again, aren't you? Now that you're in a club, you're gonna have less time for anime. You know? You need to get used to it. I'll say that out loud. I glance over my shoulder to see Monica if Monica overheard. It's true though. Yeah, I know. You're always looking out for me, Shiori. It's what I do best. That's a problem. What about you? You look out for me better than you look out for yourself. You still will be sleeping every day, aren't you? Not every day. That's not very convincing. How many days this past week have you gotten up on time? Yeah, it's a secret. I knew it. Come on. At least give me the benefit of the doubt. I can't even do that. Look, Shiori, it's written all over you. Huh? Shiori glances around at herself. How's it written all over me? You were clearly in a rush this morning. Look, your hair is sticking out all around here. Wait. Look, your hair is sticking out all around here. I think your hair is the same as yesterday. She even put a bow in it. I don't think she removed the bow at all. I think this is the same. Ah. I rub fingertips down the side of Yuri's hair. Oh my goodness. When are you gonna do it? They probably have already done it. They probably done it before I even knew, bruh. This is a childhood best friend right here. They probably already done something. Man, you really need a brush for this. My hair is just really hard to get right. I won't fall for that. There's more than just your hair. Look, your bow isn't straight either. And there's a toothpaste stain on the collar right here. Oh my goodness, you're trying to fill her anxieties. That's not a good thing. Oh. I wish I can see these stains. I wish I could see the stain. I wish... Can you tell if a bow is not straight? Maybe this is the aesthetic. Maybe it's all aesthetic. I try to wipe off the stain with my finger, but no one would ever notice that. Of course they would. Nobody's gonna tell you about it because they don't want to embarrass you. Fortunately, I really don't care about that. Hey, you meanie. And you don't even keep your laser buttoned up. Seriously, Siri? Why do you think you don't have a boyfriend yet? Huh? Super mean. Sorry, but you thank me later. I should have buttoned her blazer from the... I wish it changed the avatar when I was doing this. I wish. Once you see how much better it looks, you changed your mind. Okay. Ugh. This is so funny. What is? Well, I was just thinking how weird it is to have a friend who does these kind of things. Huh? I'll say that. You make me feel weird about it, stupid. It's okay though. I'm happy we're like this. Aren't you? I guess. Hey, be careful. Button might come off. No. No. No, thank you. Why is this one so hard to come on? I struggled to fully close the button near her chest. Does this thing even probably fit you? It did when I bought it. When did you buy it? If you ever buttoned it, you would have noticed sooner that it didn't fit you anymore. What are you smiling about? It means my... Yes. Don't say that out loud. Anyways, you look much better now. Much bigger now. That's what you mean. That's what you mean. I know that's what you mean. You should have just messed up there. What does it feel strange to see Sori blazer buttoned up like that? But it's so stuffy. When are we gonna get to the poem? I wrote a whole poem for this day, and I haven't even read it to the class. It's not worth it at all. Sori hastily unbuttoned her blazer once more. She's still nasty. Phew. That's so much better. Sori puts your arms out and twirls around. So if I keep it unbuttoned, then I won't get a boner fin, right? What kind of logic is that? And why are you saying that saying that like it's a good thing? Because if I had a boyfriend, then he wouldn't even let you do things like this? And you take care of me better than anyone else would anyway? So that's why I'm keeping it unbuttoned. Stop saying all these embarrassing things. Huh? I didn't say anything embarrassing? Jeez. Well, anyways, just focus on trying to wake up a little earlier. Only if you focus on going to bed earlier. Fine. It's a deal. I guess we really are better at taking care of each other than we are at taking care of ourselves. Yeah, I guess so. So maybe you should come wake me up in the morning. You're doing it again, Siri. But I was joking that time. Man, it's impossible to tell with you sometime. Okay, everyone. Is it time for poems? Monica suddenly calls out. Why don't we share the poems we wrote now? Yay! Fine, I can't wait to read yours. I'm not too sure about that one. Yeah, same. I failed to sound enthusiastic, Sayori still trots a way to retrieve her poem. By the way, do you remember write a poem last night? Yeah. My relaxation ends. I can't believe I agreed to do something so embarrassing. I couldn't really find much inspiration since I never really done this before. Well, now that everyone's ready, why don't you find someone to share with? I can't wait. Sarah, Monica, and Thizzy put out their poems, and Sarah is on a wrinkled sheet of loose leaf torn from a spiral notebook. On the other hand, Monica wrote hers in a composition book. And I already see Monica's pristine handwriting from where I sit. Dusky and Yuri relentlessly comply as well, reaching into their bags. I do the same myself. Oh. Who should I read? Oh, Sayori. Definitely the most comfortable sharing with Sayori first. She's my good friend after all. Oh no. Oh no. She's puzzled. Oh my goodness. This is so good, Pine. Can I read it myself? Because I don't know what I put down. I love it. I had no idea you were such a good writer, Sayori. You must be seriously overreacting. I'm not a good writer at all. Honestly, I had no idea what I'm doing. Well, maybe that's why. Because I have no idea what I like either. Ha ha ha. Jeez. I'm sure your opinion has to be a little bit more constructive than this. Maybe even Nasuki's. Are you sure you don't like it? Just because I wrote it? Wait, are you sure you don't like... Wait, are you sure you don't like it just because I wrote it? Are you sure you don't like it? Why does that sound wrong, but it's not wrong? I feel like it's missing one word. I don't know why. Well, I'm sure that's part of it. I think I understand you better than a lot of other people you know. So when I read your poem, it's not just a poem.